What is the cause of this? What caused all this mayhem? What caused the disappearance of this area of the dating market? Where did they all go? Tribe, I couldn't wait to make this video. Where have all the women in their 40s and 50s gone? Where did they go? It's like a ghost town out there. It's like post-apocalyptical. Where are they? So you've probably gone on a dating app, my members of the tribe, in their 40s and 50s and beyond. Like, everyone's on dating apps, so let me give this a try, you thought. And you got onto the dating app, and you've got nothing. And you think, oh, the dating app isn't working. Let me pay for the dating app. Let me get my premium membership and see what happens. And what happened? Nothing. Well, maybe my phone might be broken. What is going on? You're looking in the mirror. Am I devastatingly ugly? What is going on? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on because I tried to figure it out. I did an experiment with the help of a very generous member of the tribe. And we found out what's going on. In this video, I'm going to go through the results of this experiment. And it's some interesting stuff. Stay tuned to the end where I reveal what is the cause of this. What caused all this mayhem? What caused the disappearance of this area of the dating market? Where did they all go? I still see women of that age walking around. What happened to them? Are they just not on the app? No, they're on there too. Definitely they're on there. So stay tuned. I'm going to go through this whole thing and I'm going to lay it out for you. My tribesmen in your 40s and 50s. This is going to be a revelation for you. I know that people feel bad. Like, what the heck is going on? I'm participating. Why am I getting no response? Well, here's why you're getting no response. So let's lay it out. This guy's in his 50s. Above average looks. In shape. CEO of a company. Put the dating range in the 40s and 50s. Experiment number 1 month. And this is, we used Hinge. Did not pay for premium membership. You don't really need to on Hinge. You can get responses without upgrading. And from my research, it doesn't matter whether you upgrade or not. You can send super likes or, some sort of thing, flowers, some ridiculous stuff if you pay up. So, first month, good pictures. Above average guy in his 50s. Puts in perimeters. Very nice profile and setup. Let it ride. That was the experiment. Do not swipe on anybody. Just see if anyone reaches out and wants to date you. See if anyone wants to date you. What are the results at the end of the first month? 0. No one reached out. No one thought he was worthy. No one was interested. Is the app working? What is going on? Is there no one? I live in a very populous area of Florida. Is there no one that wants to date this guy? Okay. Month number 2. Originally, I was just going to do 1 month, but I went with 2. Let's go 2. Swipe till you run out of swipes every day for a month and see who gets back to you. This is 40 to 50-year-old women. Guys, you've been on these apps. You know what can come up, and the level of aesthetically pleasing women out there in that age group is questionable. This guy's looks, he's on point. He's not, he's in shape. He's okay. He's got You would think he checked all the boxes. So second month, he swipes right on everybody. Boom, 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 boom. 40s to 50s. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Guess what the response was? You guessed it. Zero. Zero responses. Zero. Okay, something's wrong with the app. Something, no. Because I have other tribesmen in the younger age categories. So I know what's going on. They're not paying for this app. This is the response he's getting. No response is what he's getting. What the heck is going on here? Let's let this ride for another month. Maybe, it's the time of year. We're coming up with theories. What could it be? And some of you are having the same experience. So I wish I could share this guy's images, but he doesn't want to do it. But you got to trust me. For all intents and purposes, you would think women in their 40s and 50s would want to date him. So we let it ride for another month. Month number 3. Swipes on everybody. Responds to some with the, hey, responding to things in their bios, trying to start a conversation. I say, go for some that are really not aesthetically pleasing to you. Go for ones you never would ever go for. Include them in the mix. He's running out of people in his 25-mile zone. I go, increase it to 45 miles. Increase the zone. So he increases it, goes for less aesthetically pleasing women. Guess how many responses he gets by the end of the month? 1. 1 response from a bisexual woman looking for some kind of a sexual situation with partners and stuff. Some kind of thing. Not like serious about dating, but what's a sexual situation? 1. After 3 months. 1. So tribesmen in your 40s and 50s, you may have had a similar experience. You may have thought the app's broken. I should pay. I should, upgrade my subscription. It doesn't matter. That's what I found out. It doesn't matter if you upgrade your subscription. This is a very popular app. Those women in their 40s and 50s, they're there. They're on that app. So why? Why aren't we getting any responses? Incredible, right? Let me do some research. I did some research. I got on TikTok. I got on Reddit. I looked all around. I watched videos, and I watched a lot of videos that women in their 40s and 50s made about dating. So here's what I found out. They're all there, and they are kind of dating. They think they're dating. Here's what's going on. They have such incredible delusionary expectations from the men that are on these apps. They think they're worthy of the Prince of Moldavia, right? From the Hallmark Christmas movies. Prince with a carriage and a castle. They all think they deserve a man like that. That's what's going on. No man is worthy of them. None. They looked in the mirror at what they saw, and they thought, I deserve a king. I deserve the Prince of Moldavia. They honestly do. They're so delusional and so worked up, and have been so pumped up that you're the best no matter what you do, and you're beautiful no matter who you are, and what weight you're at, or how you look. You should see some of the women he swiped right on. Aesthetically challenged, yes. Body size challenged. Different things in the looks department, not on point. No response, nothing. They're there. They're waiting for the Prince of Moldavia. They deserve better than that. This guy was even, over 6 foot tall. They all want 6 foot tall. He still didn't have enough for them. So what is it? What are they looking for? They're looking for is the craziest thing. Their expectations of what they deserve and their entitlement of what they think they're worth. They're divorced sometimes twice. They're living with their adult children and the cats, and the little kind of scary looking, little rough looking. But they looked in the mirror and they thought, I deserve the best. I deserve it all. For some reason, not bringing a lot to the table, but they deserve it all. That's what's going on. Tribesmen in your 40s and 50s, that's what's going on. Do not feel bad that you're not, and no one's swiping on you. No one's reaching out to you. So, did my research. What are they ending up with? Who are they dating? They're not just sitting home alone. They gotta, a lot of them end up doing that. But here's what they're doing. Here's what they're doing. They're so delusional. They're looking for a long-term relationship with a 35-year-old guy, even late 20s. Yeah, this is who they think they're going to have a relationship with. This is who they're swiping. Oh, look, this guy's interested in me. Look at him. Oh my God. I am awesome. I am beautiful. I got it going on. I got a high value woman. That's me. They're swiping on me. And they start talking, and a lot of men just don't respond. Some do respond. So who are these men who are responding to these women in their 40s and 50s? All young men into women in the 40s and 50s? Yeah, in the movies. No, they're not. They're not. So what's going on here? It's this shifting dating market, my tribe. It's this shifting dating market. So medium to not so great looking guys in their late 20s to mid 30s are experiencing the same thing. No one is swiping on them. No one is reaching out to them. No one was responding to them. Maybe they're 5'10" instead of 5 and 6 foot tall. Maybe they just don't have enough social proof for their age group. What's going on is the women in their age group are dating the top 5% on the app, and they're just getting run through. We all know they're getting run through, and they're all mad. And blah, blah, blah. They have 10 times the self-worth that these women in their 40s and 50s have. They have 10 times the expectation. They believing all the hype that they are wonderful no matter what size and no matter how they look, and they're, you go girl, and you're a woman, and you can't do anything wrong. You shouldn't have to pay for dates. You shouldn't have to do anything. Just show up and be there and play on your phone. So these men in their late 20s to mid 30s, it's a ghost town for them too, unless they are the top 5% of looks and everything. So they're not getting dates. They don't want to be alone. They're super horny. So they swipe on a couple of these women in their 40s and 50s, meet them for a drink. They have adult relations, and they never call them again. That's what they do. Yeah, because they go home, and they're like, oh my God, what did I do? Yeah, they don't want to have a relationship with you. Women who are in their 40s and 50s who are listening to this, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. They don't want to have a relationship with you. They really don't. They just wanted to get their rocks off for the night. And it's a ghost town where they are too. So I'm looking at these TikTok videos. I'm looking at these women in their 40s and 50s are making. And the entitlement and how wonderful they think they are. It's awesome. And then they're crying. I can't believe he ghosted me. I'm 52 and he's 31 and he ghosted me. I don't understand it. And talk about delusional. Yeah. And they won't just do it once, over and over again. Well, maybe it'll work out with this guy who's, 29. Yeah. And they're like, oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Delusion meets reality. And still, they're delusional. They think, yeah, maybe I said something wrong. All men are terrible. This is how we get the all men are terrible. No, not all they're terrible. You dated a dude who was 30 years old and you're 50. You have no ability to look in the mirror and see what's going on. You just have no ability. You've been pumped full of crap from culture and your friends and all a bunch of lies. You probably divorced a great guy. And now this is what you're stuck with. Getting peed indeed. These guys, they're just lonely and they just wanted something for the night. They don't want to have a long-term relationship with you. This isn't a Hallmark movie. You're not going to get the Prince of Moldavia. It's not going to happen. But still, there's video after video and they're crying and they can't believe it. They can't believe it. They can't believe it. They were talking to him, texting, and then they had a date. He disappeared. He ghosted me. He unlinked me. He's nowhere to be found. And they're crying. They're just like, they can't believe it. And then they go back and do it again and again and again. And then the ending video is always the same with every single one of them. These men, these terrible men. What's wrong with me that they don't want me? These terrible men. Oh, God. Tons of dudes in their 40s and 50s who will take you out, even though you're like this, and show you a good time. But they don't want that. They want the prince, because they deserve it. Why do you think you deserve it? There's just, is there 1% access to reality in your brain? Is there any access to the reality? You've had a bunch of kids. You've been sitting in the sun for 50 years. The wavy screen when they look in the mirror of what they think they look like, I mean, just must be epic. So, yeah, they're believing, part of me still feels bad for them. They're believing all these messages and what they think they deserve. And, they're running out on these marriages and their kids and they don't, because they think, oh, look, my marriage wasn't going well, so I signed up for a dating app just to see what was out there. Just experiment a little. My friends are doing it. They're still married. It's like, hey, everyone thinks I'm great. Everyone thinks, oh, look at this. And the young guys, too. Oh, they all love me. And then they get a divorce and they go out and then they get, it's a one-nighter. They realize what's going on. And then the video, the inevitable, oh, men blow, and men today suck, and men blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, holy cat. Men who are listening to this, I know what you're thinking. You're like, how do we fix this? This is horrible. Yeah, you don't fix it. There's nothing we can do about this right now. Online dating is crazy, and I don't recommend it. From story after story from my tribesmen, it's perfect if you are a model and you're 25 years old. Get on that dating app and have a great time. If you are not in that top 5-10% and you're above the age of 30, woo-wee! That's not something I recommend. That's rough. That's a rough situation. Hey, how can we get these women to figure out that, they can have a great life and a great relationship? I think most of them have that. But there was something missing, with Charlie, my husband. There was something. He was so busy all the time. Yeah. Making money and trying to make you happy. Yeah, I know all husbands are great, but and then there's those videos, I want my husband back. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you do. But it's all effed up now, and he doesn't trust you anymore because you went on a dating app and boink, bunch of 31-year-old dudes. Yeah, you ruined it. And it's not gonna work out, and you can't go back. And now you have to be alone. And now you have to say all men are terrible. So, gentlemen of the tribe, you were wondering where all the women went. They're still there, and they're still making a mess of stuff, but with younger dudes. That's what's going on. Mystery solved. Yep. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, my recommendation, I like to always end with a recommendation. I like to give some practical advice because this was a massive generalization. Although I think this is the dominant trend out there and this is really what's going on, there are still going to be women who aren't doing this, who aren't thinking this way, and would like to have someone within their age group, give or take 10 years, and would probably be someone really great to date. I don't doubt that that's out there. So how do you find these people in this ghost town of no 40 or 50-year-old women? You have to get old school. You have to meet them out in the world. You have to be involved. You have to get off your phone. You have to do stuff like that. The number one thing I recommend is to talk to your friends. Let them know, hey, I'm single now, and I don't mind if you set me up with one of your friends who are single too. In fact, I would welcome it. As simple as that. This is my number one for my 40 and 50-year-olds. They're pre-vetted. Your friends know these people. It's a way in to get a date and then be a good guy and take this person out on a date and have some fun. But that is my number one recommendation, gentlemen. Do not give up. I mean, this was depressing. Yeah, no doubt. This was not good. This experiment was eye-opening. And it gets nuttier every year. It really gets nuttier. You know, like, how can a woman think this way? Well, yeah, you get pumped with enough bullshit into your by culture and the over exaggerated sense of value. It's incredible. It's hard for us to believe, but they actually are this delusional. Not all, but a great majority are that delusional and have such an inflated sense of value. So your best bet is to put the word out, to get more involved, to do anything. I always say women love dancing. So if you can join like some kind of dancing group, they're learning ballroom dancing. Yeah, you sacrifice it. Learn ballroom dancing if you don't like it. But places where you can mingle in the presence of other people, that is your chance. Tell your friends, just like I suggested. Try these two things. Let us know in the comments how it goes. Also, let us know in the comments, hey, what you've tried. What has your experience been on online dating? Has it been the same, or did you find a different way that, hey, this works for me? I love online dating. Let us know in the comments what your experience is. And if you are in a relationship, how did you start that relationship? How did you meet that person? Give the tribe some different avenues of what works. And maybe we can come up with a long list. Okay, tribe. If you got something out of this video, go ahead and subscribe. It feels great when you guys are subscribing and coming along and supporting the channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and we'll see you in the next one.